Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I've been glued to The Young and the Restless for ages, and let me tell you, this upcoming week is shaping up to be a real doozy. There's so much going on that I can barely keep track, but I'll do my best to break it down. First off, poor Sharon Newman. Sharon case is really going through it. Her mental health has taken a nosedive, and she's been having these intense hallucinations and dreams about Cassie Newman, Cameron Grimes, and Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei. It's pretty heartbreaking to watch, especially knowing what Sharon's been through over the years. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, and Faith Newman, Ray Lancaster, are beside themselves with worry. They're at their wits' end and might have to take some drastic steps to get Sharon the help she clearly needs. On the business front, Victor Newman, Eric Braden, is up to his old tricks again. He's taken a shine to his grandson Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, and is trying to bring him into the fold. Victor's even throwing money at Kyle's new venture, Glissade. You just know this is going to cause all sorts of drama, especially with Kyle's parents, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters. Victor seems to get a kick out of pushing Diane's buttons, and I have a feeling things are going to get pretty heated. Over at Abbott Chancellor, it's a bit of a mess. Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, has really put his foot in it by firing Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, and losing Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd. Leave it to Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, to smell blood in the water. She's offering to help Billy out, but I can't imagine Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, will be too thrilled when she gets wind of this potential team-up. Then there's all the relationship drama on Young and the Restless. Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, is in hot water at Glissade, with Kyle gunning for her to be shown the door. Speaking of Kyle, he's been getting cozy with a new girl in town, Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron. Naturally, this has Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, seeing green. I wouldn't be surprised if both Summer and her mom Phyllis end up stirring up some trouble. Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, is still pointing fingers at Billy for all his problems, while trying to get back in Sally Spectra's, Courtney Hope, good graces. Good luck with that, buddy. Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, is also on an apology tour, trying to make things right with Billy and reassuring her son Connor Newman, Judah Mackey, that none of this mess is his fault on Young and Restless. But the storyline that's really got me on the edge of my seat is Sharon's mental health crisis. It's getting worse by the day, and her dreams are starting to blend with reality. There's even a chance she might start thinking that if Daniel dies, it could somehow bring Cassie back. It's heartbreaking stuff. Nick, Maria, and Faith might have no choice but to have Sharon committed to Fairview if she won't get help on her own. It's going to be tough to watch, but I'm curious to see how they handle such a sensitive topic. I swear, there's never a dull moment in Geno City. Will Sharon finally get the help she needs? Is Victor going to successfully pull Kyle away from his family? And what about Billy and Phyllis? Are they really going to team up? Get all your Young and the Restless daily spoilers and news here at Y&R Update. And stay tuned for updates on your favorite characters' fates. Check out our Soap Opera Spoilers channel on YouTube. Episode Preview, September 16th-20th. Monday, September 16th. Sparks fly and secrets unfold. The week starts with an intense encounter between Sharon Newman and Adam Newman. Sharon's been trying to help Adam reclaim his humanity, but after his recent reckless choices, she's starting to see his dark side more clearly. When Adam brings up his manipulative schemes and speaks ill of her loved ones, Sharon's patience snaps. She gives Adam a piece of her mind in an explosive confrontation, physically shoving him and finally vowing to cut ties. But Sharon, deep down, is still drawn to him. Her resolve might not last, especially as Adam uses their past to emotionally manipulate her. Meanwhile, Billy Abbott is in desperate need of help. Haunted by disturbing thoughts and visions of Delia, he's losing his grip on reality. Victoria Newman senses that something is very wrong. Billy's behavior is erratic, and his family begins to worry. Victoria urges him to see a therapist, but Billy refuses, believing he can fight his demons alone. But as he begins to feel completely overwhelmed, he might reach out for help after all. Across town, Nick Newman is determined to keep his family safe from Adam. He reaches out to Chelsea Lawson, hoping to find a way to legally limit Adam's access to his son Connor. But Chelsea is hesitant. She doesn't want to push Adam over the edge and risk her son's safety. She faces a difficult choice. Does she prioritize her son's stability or trust that Adam can change? Tuesday, September 17th. Shocking revelations and growing tensions. Sharon confides in Ray Rosales about her fight with Adam, admitting her conflicted feelings. Ray, who has been wary of Sharon's loyalty to Adam, seizes the moment to offer his support. He reminds Sharon that Adam's toxicity is destructive. Sharon tries to listen, but the struggle between her heart and mind continues. Elsewhere, Phyllis Summers is stirring up trouble of her own. She's made it her mission to get back on top, and she's setting her sights on Jabot and Dark Horse. Phyllis has no shortage of ambitious schemes, and she's ready to push limits to regain control. She also overhears a private conversation between Nick and Chelsea, piquing her interest in their plans regarding Connor. Victoria is desperately trying to help Billy, but she's fighting an uphill battle. Billy's subconscious urges him to confront Adam about Delia's death, but he's torn between justice and vengeance. Victoria realizes that Billy's issues run deeper than she'd thought and makes a painful decision to confront him with an ultimatum: get help or risk losing her. Wednesday, September 18th. New allies and old rivals. Ree and Sharon team up to dig deeper into Adam's intentions, suspecting that he might be plotting something big. Ree begins surveillance on Adam, determined to protect Sharon and her family. Meanwhile, Adam becomes aware of Ray's interest and starts manipulating situations to throw him off track. Billy takes tentative steps to seek professional help after a tense conversation with Jack Abbott. Jack recognizes that Billy's haunted by his past and offers him a place to turn. This small step toward recovery is a milestone for Billy, but he's still resistant, fearing that facing his trauma might make things worse before they get better. Chelsea, caught in the crossfire of Adam and Nick's feud, feels increasingly trapped. When Nick insists that she restrict Adam's access to Connor, she hesitates. It's clear that Adam's love for Connor is genuine, but she fears his dark side might be harmful. Conflicted, Chelsea decides to visit Adam and tries to reason with him. She urges him to focus on their son's needs, not revenge, but Adam's fixation on getting back at Nick blinds him to her plea. Thursday, September 19th. Cracks in the foundation. Victor Newman senses trouble in the family and takes matters into his own hands. He sets up a meeting with his children to address the turmoil surrounding Adam and Billy's ongoing issues. Victor's attempts to foster peace are met with resistance, especially from Adam, who believes Victor always sides with Nick. This family rift grows deeper as they argue about loyalty and forgiveness. Meanwhile, Sharon has an emotional breakthrough with Ray. She realizes her connection to Adam is more destructive than she had admitted, and Ray's unwavering support reminds her of what healthy love should look like. This marks a turning point for Sharon, who begins to focus on her own happiness rather than trying to fix Adam. Phyllis, in her bid to regain influence, begins laying groundwork for a new business venture. She strategically connects with Theo Vanderway, hoping to form an alliance. Theo, ambitious and sly, sees Phyllis as a stepping stone to power. The two begin scheming, and it becomes clear they're willing to challenge Jabot and the Newmans. Friday, September 20th. Unresolved conflicts and a shocking decision. As the week wraps up, Billy faces his biggest test. With the encouragement of Victoria and Jack, he takes a leap of faith and visits a therapist. The session brings up painful memories of Delia's death, and Billy wrestles with his guilt. While the session is only a first step, it hints at a challenging journey ahead. Billy's commitment to healing might be his only chance to save his family. In a surprising twist, Adam makes a heartfelt plea to Chelsea. He acknowledges his faults and attempts to make amends for Connor's sake. But his sincerity is hard to trust. Chelsea, moved by his vulnerability, wonders if Adam's starting to change. But Nick warns her that Adam's words are manipulative. In a dramatic cliffhanger, Sharon decides to confront Adam one last time. She accuses him of tearing the Newman family apart and warns that his actions will lead to his downfall. Adam responds coldly, claiming that his only goal is justice for the wrongs done to him. Sharon leaves, heartbroken but resolute. The stage is set